So I just got an invite to a group on Facebook, and I don't know how I feel about this yet. I'm not sure completely if I'm going to actually stay active in it or if I'm just going to kind of drop out of it. But yeah. So it has come to my attention that I'm getting old, and that is completely understandable. You grow up, you get old. That happens. I'm getting so old though that they are looking into planning my 10-year high school reunion. What? It has been 10 years since I graduated? Like, are you sure? I don't I don't think so. It might be. I might be wrong, but um so they're looking into planning the 10-year high school reunion. And let me just give you two little hints of information. One, I'm surprised that I was added to this group. And two, my anxiety is through the roof. Like I'm sitting here and I'm like I'm not even part of this like big amount of kids that are, I'm obviously we're not kids anymore, but still, like what? So, I discussed it with Fat Jesus because obviously Fat Jesus and I were in the same grade, same class. Um, I asked him what he thought, and he said he's not really sure because he works all the time. So, but, um, so then naturally I went through the guest list of everybody else that was in our class, and I found few key people that weren't added to the list. And I was like, well, let's add some people. So I added some more people. Basically, all the unpopular kids that I knew and talked to in school and hung out with. Hey. So what most people don't know about me is I was in school. I moved out to the town that I went to high school in at the end of 5th grade, beginning of 6th grade. That very vital summer where you usually make your friends for life. Like the kids that you meet that summer and the kids you meet in that first 6th grade, those are usually the kids you have forever. My anxiety and issues and stuff like that, and just going from where everybody was cool with me and everything else to coming out here and not knowing anybody was terrifying. It was absolute. I had to start all over again. And all these kids, I knew that they had already had tons of friendships, that they had grown over the years, that they probably lived right next door to each other at some point in time. They probably knew each other since like preschool. Like, it was really difficult and very challenging for me to even try and find friends. But 6th grade, I met some people. They weren't exactly the number one on popularity list, which is fine by me. I really didn't give a shit. Because there is a difference between being at a school and looking to be popular at the school than there is of being at a school and trying to find friends who are genuine, realistic, and kind of similar to you. Because you want to have some kind of common interest. You don't want to just throw yourself into a situation that you are not even close to, or yeah, like it's not going to fit to you. So that's what I did. I met some people and I made some friends. And I became very okay with it. I wasn't like out to become known. I wasn't out to be seen or heard or any of that. I was just fine with being who I was. So then middle school comes. I still have most of my same group of friends. I still talk to random ones here and there. Like, they have no problem hanging out and talking. But we don't actually hang out outside of school, ever. Like, none of us really hung out outside of school. And that's where Fat Jesus came back in the picture, and I talked to him, and then we hung outside of school. That was fine. I had a few of my friends that would hang out with outside of school, but it wasn't anything like, you know how when you get together on the weekends and it's like 6 girls in one spot? It wasn't anything like that. Literally, it was like me and like 3 other girls. And that was pretty much it. sometimes there was 4. It just depended on the weekend. But yeah, there wasn't too much. And then after that, high school came and it became me and Fat Jesus hanging out all the damn time. And that's when I kind of just hung out with a lot of dudes. I did have a lot of girlfriends as well. But the females and I, we were more interactive on a different level. A lot of it had to do with like classwork and stuff like that. Like when we had to help each other out, we would be talking about it, or when we needed like stuff like that. Like I am grateful that my friends are absolutely smart as could be when it came to that kind of stuff, because I a lot of the stuff I was like, I don't get it, I don't understand this, and I have no idea. And then they would explain it to me, which was cool. And then junior year I was pregnant, and senior year I hung out with some of my other friends because lunches were different, so like I didn't have lunch with my normal friends ever. And I made new friends, which was cool because I have Smash all the time now. But anyway, so I met Smash. I think I first met her back in 6th grade, and ever since then we kind of talked here and there, and now we're like besties. But so that being said, when I got this invite to this group for this 10-year reunion, my jaw kind of dropped, and I was like, nobody really liked me in high school. Like, I was that girl that didn't have money, that I showed up and I was like, okay, shit, I forgot to put deodorant on today and I smell weird. Like, that was me. I was the girl that came to school in pajama pants because I decided that that's what I wanted to wear because I was way too lazy to get dressed in the morning. That was me. I had the messy ass fucking bun on top of my head that I hadn't brushed in 2 days. That was me. I went to school with just eyeliner and mascara because I was way too lazy to figure out anything else to do with makeup because my father was raising me. Ding, ding, ding. We have a winner. That was me. There were days that I went there and I was like, you know what? I probably should have shaved today, and I didn't. So my legs are a little stubbly, and that's cool. That's me. That's all me. All me. I have a nose sweat problem that was very evident since middle school. Like, my nose will sweat for no reason. Dude Face found that out. Nate knows that. Everybody knows that. That's me. I'm the weird one. The weird one that's always just there. The one that nobody wanted to do anything. The one where in dance class, like for gym, we were doing dance, the kids would go out to the hallway because they didn't want to dance with me. That was me. I was the one who was doing computer repairs and taking tech classes as a female in the all-male class. Bingo. I remember taking computer networking, like the Cisco computer networking in high school, and there was me and I believe one other girl in the entire class, and that was it. Like, I put myself into some weird situations and some weird classes, and I met a lot of cool people, and high school was high school. But I remember sitting there on graduation day and going, I don't have to look at any of these people ever again if I don't want to. Because my anxiety on graduation day was, nobody here likes me. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here. How the hell did I graduate? I wasn't told that I was going to be able to walk across the stage until the morning of graduation when I showed up. I was called down to the principal's office every morning, told that my outfit was inappropriate, told that I needed to work on stuff or I wasn't graduating with everyone else. That was me. I was the kid that got the D in ISS because I didn't feel like applying what I learned or paying too much attention because I was distracted by other crap. I was the one who failed French but can still remember how to say fuck your mom. That was me. I never really skipped classes. I think I skipped like 1, maybe 2. I never skipped classes. I was always there, only called in sick when I had to. I was always at school. And now here I am with an invitation to a group that is planning our 10-year graduation reunion. It has been 10 years since I've graduated and 10 years since I've seen most of these kids that I went to school with. Meanwhile, they're hanging out every weekend together. And it kind of brought up a question. What the fuck do they want me there for? They didn't like me that much in school. They barely knew who I was. And here I am today, almost 30, and I'm like one of the first something people invited to this thing, like within the first 100. I don't think you guys know what you're doing right now. I've become a life of a party. I've become a drinker. I've become an adult. I've become a mom. I've become a party animal sometimes. But I still have it within myself to contain it and behave like a normal civilian. What I do not have is patience for ignorance, hatred, and tolerance for stupid people that don't want anything to do with regulars. So if I end up getting banned from this group because you don't want to add certain people to this reunion even though they were part of your class, I'm sorry. It's gonna happen. They are part of this class. All humans should be treated equally. There's absolutely no reason to keep somebody out. And the fact that you're willing to invite me means you're willing to invite the people that I hung out with the most. Because obviously if you remember my name, you should be able to remember theirs.